You're watching KCTV English News. I'm Hyung Shem. Groups opposing the island's second airport project disrupted a briefing session on the strategic environmental impact assessment of the island's second airport. The Land Ministry planned to hold a briefing session on the first draft of the environmental impact assessment for the second airport at a sports center in Seongsanip on July 11th. However, opposing groups and picketers blocked the session from starting. The Land Ministry and the province said that it was the final step before the notification of a basic plan of the project and will announce the basic plan at the end of September at the earliest. The Jeju District Court acquitted the 50-year-old defendant surnamed Park of his charges of raping and murdering a nursery school teacher 10 years ago on Thursday. The court explained the reasons for its decisions that while there are circumstantial evidence that the defendant committed the crime, the evidence submitted by the prosecutor is not enough to prove his charges distinctly. Meanwhile, prosecutors will file an appeal against this ruling. The local taxi fares will be increased for the first time in 6 years, starting from the midnight of July 15th. The basic fare for mid-sized taxis, which account for most of the total number of taxis in Jeju, will be raised from 2,800 won to 3,300 won. The meter will also clock up faster from 100 won per 144 meters or 35 seconds to 100 won per 126 meters or 30 seconds. The basic fare for large-sized taxis will be increased from 3,800 won to 4,500 won, with that of small-sized taxis rising from 2,200 won to 2,300 won. The 20% surcharge from midnight to 4 a.m. will continue to stay in effect. The province is accepting voluntary reports of unregistered animals through August. Those who register unregistered pets or report changes in registered animals during this period will be exempt from fines of up to 1 million won. Animal registration, change in animal ownership, and reissuance of radio identification devices are available at 50 registered agencies in the province. The local government will impose fines on people who unregister their animals or do not report changes in their animals starting this September. It's good news for people who haven't registered their pets yet. The provincial government is pushing for the implementation of a 5-year plan to reduce the odor from pig farms. The plan includes measures to reduce the odor by completely sealing the compost and manure treatment facilities. The local government is pushing for a long-term plan that includes sealing open-type pig farms and installing a ventilation system that controls air temperature. Officials also have planned a project to cultivate beautiful farms and to implement a flexible livestock quota system. It's time again for Film Focus. Here's Mike Lehman introducing a new movie and a horror film.
Home trailer is about to play, but if you
All
haven't
right,
seen Avengers
well, that
Endgame
was really
yet,
fast.
stop
The
watching
first post-Avengers
because
Marvel movie is here in the form of Spider-Man, Far From Home. And just as Tom Holland says in the opening of the trailer, don't watch it if you haven't seen Avengers Endgame. But really, is there anyone who hasn't? Regardless, the same holds true here. And then next is an interesting little movie, which is only a few years old, and one that sticks out in my memory. I never saw it, but I do know that it's not for the faint of heart. Welcome to another edition of Film Focus. I'm Mike Laidman.
Everywhere I go.
I've just realized now that we had Spider-Man Homecoming, and now we have Far From Home. Does that mean the next movie is going to have to be Homecoming Part 2? All joking aside, a lot of people have been eagerly awaiting this movie because it's the first to come after the chaotic events of Endgame, with all its heaviness, and because Tom Holland has brought a lot of levity to his portrayal of Spidey, which makes for a fun theater-going experience. But what exactly is he up to? Well, Peter is off to Europe with the rest of the gang for vacation, hoping to leave his troubles behind for a while. But of course, that doesn't happen. Nick Fury finds him, and Peter begrudgingly agrees to help him protect against several elemental attacks which have been happening all over the continent. Endgame opened the doors to time travel and parallel universes, and here we're getting our first look and what Marvel is planning to do with these new
I
physics.
feel like I'm putting my friends in danger. The world needs the next Iron Man.
You going to step up or not?
Raw is visceral. Raw features lurid violence and sexuality. Raw is definitely not for an immature audience. Raw may make you leave the theater and haunt your dreams for days afterwards. So maybe don't see it if you're squeamish. But if I piqued your curiosity, well, stick around. Justine is 16 and starting her studies at a veterinary college. She comes from a whole family of vets and of vegetarians. The ruthless hazing and cliques mean that she must do whatever she can to fit in, and going against all her principles, she tries raw meat for the first time. What follows is a dive down an unexpected tunnel of darkness as her true self begins to emerge. While there is indeed a lot of violence and gore on the outside, Raw is an intelligent and gorgeously moving film about fear, adolescence, and growing up. Just don't watch it on a full stomach.
Come and taste craft beer and enjoy a flea market at the Jeju Craft Beer Festa through August 31st. The Seyeon-gu Bridge concert series combines music with one of Seogwipo's architectural highlights. Taking a look at our weather, the skies will be cloudy throughout Saturday with heavy rainfall in the afternoon. For more details, here's your forecast. The morning low in Jeju City will be 22 and the afternoon high will be at 25 degrees. Down south in Seogwipo, we'll have a low of 21 in the morning and a high at 25 in the afternoon. Over in Seongsan, the temperatures will be 21 in the morning, warming up to 24 degrees. Across the island in Kosan, we expect a low of 21 and a high of 25 degrees. And up on the mountain at Songpanak, we'll hit a low of 15, topping off at 20 degrees. Out on the water, winds will be out of the southeast and south at a speed of 8 to 12 meters per second, with seas between 1 and 2 meters. And here's a look at the extended forecast. That's it for today's KCTV English News. Please find us on YouTube at KCTV eNews Jeju and on KCTV's VOD service. 시청해주신 여러분 고맙습니다.